What's up, y'all? I'm back again with another video. It is July the 29th. It's been a couple of days since I last checked in with y'all. It is 95 degrees and some dumb shit outside. Like, I actually have my air conditioner and my fan on. And don't get me wrong, like, I feel good as fucking here, but I just cannot stand the summertime. Like, does anybody else hate the summer as much as me? Like, I don't mind, like, a 75 and sunny, but anything over 83 ain't for me. You know, I'm eager to see like leaves falling on the ground of all different kind of colors. I want to smell pumpkin spice in the air. I want to feel the crisp breeze as I walk down the street and my hair flows. Like, that's my type of scene. You know what I'm saying? That's my type of little shit. But anyway, I came on here to ramble about whatever the fuck I wanted to ramble about today. And I actually came across this funny ass meme that basically said, quote unquote, I don't give a fuck if I'm not your type. I'm trying to fuck, not donate blood. And I thought to myself, you know what? Chef's fucking kiss. Because that's exactly how I think at my big old age of 34. Like, I never cared. I'm not gonna say I never cared, but I primarily, for like most of my adult life, have never cared if I was somebody's type. I don't even think, I probably asked like once or twice, maybe with the people that I was like in serious relationships with, but I never like, that's just not like a standard question that I just ask a nigga who's interested in me. I like people who like me. And I think people need to understand, like, there's a difference between well, not even really a difference. There is two things can exist at the same time. I think that you can have someone be highly attractive in that it is your type, and then someone who you just find highly attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why I say personally I don't have a type, or I never cared if I was anybody's type, is because there are so many different variations of beauty out here. Like, when it comes to like men, women, whoever, I think for me, I would be a fool to be like, oh, this is just like my one particular type. Like, no. Like, I like niggas from the South. I like niggas from the North. I like niggas with heavy NYC accents. I like niggas with country accents. I like niggas who dress like Afro punk. And I like niggas who, you know, dress alternative. Like, it's so many different variations of fine ass motherfucking people. Like, why would I just pick one to choose from? I think that would be just super ignorant. And on top of that, there are so many different variations of men that I haven't even come across before. You know what I'm saying? So to ignorantly say like I have a type, nah, I would just be chatting. Like, don't get me wrong. In my past, I guess you could say I have a quote unquote type, because I typically would talk to guys who are obviously taller than me. I'm about 6 foot. Like, they're typically taller than me, and they are opposite of me in color, as far as like being darker, on the darker end of the spectrum, where whether it's like dark brown or like dark or really like dark skin. But I still practice like necessary narcissism. So there's still qualities that I look for in a guy that kind of like remind me of myself, you know? So, yeah, I just think it's ignorant for people to say that. But I never cared about if I was a nigga's type, because I've seen how men have gotten women who are their type and how they treat them. So it's not about if you're a nigga's type. It's about how is he treating you at the end of the day. Now, again, I will never fuck on or even entertain a man who is not highly interested. But I do not care if I'm his type. I do not give a fuck. Because I think when somebody is highly interested, even if you're not typically what they're used to dealing with, I think there's an intensity there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I'm not used to something doesn't mean that I can't equally enjoy, if not exceed, you know, the enjoyment that I've had with like other people that I've dated in the past. So that's what it all really comes down to me. And like I said, I only fuck with niggas who like me. If you like me, I like you. I think for guys in particular though, like, they say they have a type, but they really don't. They fuck on anything for the most part, and they entertain anything. And another reason why I never cared about being a nigga's type is because at the end of the day, I'm not attracted to the average fucking man. And I'm not even just talking about physicality. I'm talking about the way he thinks. You know what I'm saying? His emotional, like who he is emotionally. Like, a lot of men can't even meet my mark. So I don't even give a fuck if I meet theirs, because I don't care. I literally do not care. People come into my orbit. I make an assessment on if I'm attracted, because I think we should also make note of this. Just because I find you attractive, it doesn't mean that I am attracted. I have to get to know you first. And much like these niggas, I'm gonna give them some grace. Much like these niggas in my past, I ignorantly used to just fuck on people I was I ignorantly used to fuck on people I only found attractive and that I wasn't attracted to. So I was real surface level, really just fucking on little fine shits, and that was it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I probably would entertain them for like a little while or whatever the case may be until I got bored of them and then we just stopped fucking with each other. But like, I am a person who prioritizes like how you make me feel, not how I feel about people anymore. So when you come into my orbit now, I'm trying to assess like, okay, are you making me feel comfortable? What kind of vibe am I getting from you? Are you obsessed? And I mean, there's different levels to this shit. Like if I'm just finding somebody out or whatever, if I'm just finding out about someone, I just want to see how eager he is. Like I said, is he giving me obsessed? Is he giving me interested? Is he asking me a bunch of like meaningful questions? Like that's the shit that I'm talking about. I could give a fuck if a nigga's coming with that kind of energy. Like say he's used to dealing with like fucking Topangas from Boy Meets World. If he's used to dealing with Topangas all of his motherfucking lives and he meets a goddess like me and he treats me as good as the Topangas that he's fucked with, if not better, then where the fuck am I going? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we need to get out of the idea of just having one particular type because there are so many variations of dope ass people out here. And I'ma always tell the ladies, it's not what you think about them. Well, excuse me. It's not what you think about them. It's how they make you feel. So if a man, and it's okay if a man thinks that you're his type, great. You know, I guess you're killing two birds with one stone. But like, if you're getting with a man and he's just not making you feel like, you know, he's not giving you that high intense like energy that I look for, I think that you're wasting your time. I truly do. Now, I know I don't typically look at men in a traditional sense. So I think part of me and my confidence in just not caring anymore is the fact that I don't think anybody belongs to me and I don't belong to them. I primarily am here just to have a great time. I mean, at the very least, a man could just be a great time for me. And sometimes we just might be two people who bump body parts or private parts. And then sometimes we might be two people who don't, who just happen to be two attractive motherfuckers who happen to be in close proximity with one another. I don't think every situation where you find somebody attractive or even highly attractive has to lead to sex. But I know with most people it does. But the one caveat for me, or the one thing that would probably like turn me off from a man if he felt like I wasn't his type, is him trying to pit me against or put me in comparison to bitches in his past or just other women that he finds attractive. Baby, you ain't gonna go nowhere fast. The minute that you try to put me in a competition, an imaginary competition with bitches that you don't know or that you want to fuck on, you lost me. Okay, my nigga, they can have you. It's never been that deep. And I think women need to understand, like, you're not jealous, you're just turned off. So I would love to have a situation with a man where we can both acknowledge, like, yeah, like, that's a fine ass bad bitch, or that's a handsome ass man. And we both can acknowledge, like, yes, though we are very highly attracted to each other, we can equally think that other people are attractive and not act on those particular things, but just acknowledge it because shit, it's the world and it's okay to acknowledge other forms of beauty. But I think that it's a rare case because I think a lot of people have like that little jealous bone of, I would never purposefully, like I said, unless I was like at a particular level with somebody, I wouldn't purposely keep bringing up other people's attractiveness unless I knew like, oh, he cool as shit, I'm cool as shit, this is the type of level we on. We could talk about a variety of things without being offended. If I know that he just ain't going for that and that's like his trigger, I'm not gonna purposely put that on him if that's something that he don't like. And he don't necessarily have to be insecure because he chooses not to hear about other people and their attractiveness. He could just not like that shit. And that's okay, because I know as a woman, I'm there, but I'm not at the same time. Like I said, it all depends on the kind of person that you're fucking with. If you know that you're dealing with a person who makes everything about you, they make you feel so comfortable, they make you feel seen, they make you feel like the sexiest motherfucker in the room, and of course they obviously find other people attractive, I think exploring that kind of reality with somebody where y'all are free to just talk about those different things is cool. But sometimes you do deal with people who have those insecurities, and I think that's okay as well. If that's something that you want to leave off the table, I think it all depends on your particular situation that you share with your person. However, like I said, I don't give a fuck about being a nigga type. I give a fuck about the kind of person he is, how he is treating me, if I actually admire him on a variety of different levels outside of just physicality. And, then we could go from there. But yeah, I'm interested in what y'all got to say about the topic. Have y'all ever dated people who weren't your type, and what's the experience? Would you date somebody who isn't your type? And yeah, talk to me. Yeah, so I'm done with my little ramble for the day. I'm interested to see what y'all are going to say back. And yeah, we'll talk again soon.